Make notes as you listen. Make notes as you listen. Hello and welcome to Seven Sentinels. This is Grandmaster class and I am Peter Simon with you, the trainer. Today we are going to learn the art of writing. Writing is a skill. It's a talent. You are supposed to learn the talents. Writing is not everyone's cup of tea. Not everyone can write effectively. So what are the ingredients of a wonderful letter? Medical letter. Be it either a nurse letter or a doctor's letter. So what are the prerequisites or the requirements or the necessary aspects? What is the person who is going to assess, evaluate? What is he going to evaluate? So what is he looking for in your letter? Not what you are writing, but what he wants is important. He is searching for some things. He is searching for 5 diamonds. What are those things? I'm going to tell you. So the first one, make notes. The first one is the presentation. The presentation. How you are presenting it. How does it look like? When you look at it, does it elicit a wow or okay? There are 3 expressions on the face of the person who is going to evaluate your essay or letter. So the way how you are presenting will give the feeling, the expression on his face. You can see that very clearly. If he is very much impressed at the first look, that means your presentation is excellent. What are the components of presentation? Neatness, clarity. Okay. So there are many things. Handwriting. Without, scribbling just like that. Tangled letters, or one word going into the another word. Letters not clearly identified. When you look at it, you'll say, wow. Can you elicit that? Wow. Then the presentation is awesome. Next, second one is the organization. organization. When you look at it, does it look like a letter or not? There should be separators between two paragraphs, one line space. Okay. Left margin is maintained or not. Right margin is maintained or not. Unnecessary spacing is there or not. Necessary spacing is present or not. So that is how it is. So paragraphs should be separated. There should not be any confusion between the paragraphs. And the words, the starting on the left-hand side, they should not go in and out. They should be straight from top to bottom. If you put a scale, they should be straight. Okay, how are you organizing your letter? Organizing to the left border or not? Don't write in the empty space, either on the left side or on the right side. Those are called margins. Left margin and the right margin. Never, ever write in those white spaces where there is no line. That means you are commanded to stop there because the line ends there. And still some people write there. So don't do that. It gives a awkward appearance. So that there comes organization. And the third one, after these things only come the other ones. Grammar. Grammar is the glamour of language. Then you have the vocabulary. And next is the, collaboration between the grammar and the vocabulary to make meaningful sentence structures. So you're supposed to use this grammar and use these words and weave them in a wonderful fashion to give the meaning you intend to pass on. What you want to tell, is it communicated to the audience or not? You want to say something and you write something, the communication is inaccurate. Target accomplished, no. So present very carefully. So these are the 5 components. So first one is the presentation. Second one is the organization. Third one is the grammar. Fourth one is the vocabulary. And fifth one is the collaboration. Okay. For proper communication. Use the right words and the right grammar to send the proper message. Right. Now here, what are the important components? We are going line by line. So reading time is 5 minutes. Writing time is 40 minutes. Yeah. Reading time is 5 minutes. And then writing time is 40 minutes. Okay. So do not spend more than 5 minutes for reading time. When you are reading, you are not supposed to take the pencil. You are not supposed to write anything. You are just to go through everything. Make mental mapping. Okay. Then it is very easy. Right. 22nd January 2019 is very important because you are writing the letter on that particular date. So your date should be only 22nd January 2019. And this coincides with the last visit. (22nd January 2019). So that is it. Okay, today's date. So you'll write today's date. Remember that. Sometimes discharge date may be 23rd January. Then you will say, is being discharged tomorrow. Fine. So next, you are the nurse in a community health center. You are the nurse in a community health center. Okay. A patient you have been monitoring is moving to another city to live with his daughter. So you are a nurse and you are working in a community health center, and this patient is moving to another city. Is moving to another city. So therefore, he cannot come to visit this clinic time and again. So the responsibility is shifted from this city to another city hospital. This hospital in this city to another hospital in another city. So the responsibility is transferred. The responsibility is transferred. The patient is not transferred. The responsibility is transferred here. Try to understand. And if this patient comes there, they should take the responsibility. That's it. If there is no problem, then okay. Anytime, any situation, something goes wrong, he will come there. So it is your responsibility. That's the point there. Right. And he is going to another city to live with his daughter. Why he is going to live with his daughter? That means earlier he was not living with his daughter. So that means earlier he was able to manage all by himself. But recently, some developments happened and that is not possible, and he is facing some difficulty in managing himself. So that is why, because he is not able to manage, he is moving there. If he is able to manage all by himself, why should he move to his daughter? Read between the lines. So, you are a nurse and community health center. These 2 points are very important. Fine. So, this will go into point 7.1. So, this is 7.1. (7.1) means first line of the 7th component. What are these components? I'll tell you afterwards. So 7th, first line. So you can understand now right away here. And then community health center. Now this is second line of the, yes, 7th component, second line. So now I am going to tell you about this. These two, as they are, will go as they are already selected. They will go in the last component, only 7 components. 7 components. 7 components. What I'll do is, yeah, 7 components. The 7 components of an OET letter, a medical letter. Okay, the 7 components. Number 1, the address. The address. Number 2, the date. Many people say it's okay. Yeah, it's okay, but it's not excellent. It's okay means it's okay. It's not excellent. Now, what the official OET says, you see all the letters in the official OET. First the address, then the date is there. But many people write the date first and address. So they say, our teachers taught us, sir. Okay, no problem. Let your teachers teach, but you follow the OET. Because what OET is giving in samples, why don't you follow that? Even the present sample letter also, I'll show you now. This is the sample letter. You see what is first and what is next. You'll realize the first one is the address and the next one is the date. And many people write date in different types. Okay. So for example, they write 8/7/2019. Is it 7th of August or 8th of July? Nobody knows because it's a confusion. Some people write month before, some people write date before. So there is again a problem, confusion. So always write in this format, it is a better. Name of the month you should write in the word format, not the number format. See, it is given not only here, every letter you see, most of the letters, it will be like this only. Right. So follow the same pattern. Right. Now the date, and next is the salutation. The salutation. Next one is the reference line or the regarding line, reference. Okay. And fifth one is the body of the letter. The body of the letter. Sixth one is, okay, the closing or the concluding remarks. Okay, the closing, or you can say the signing off. And seventh one is the sender's particulars. The sender's particulars. So these are the 7 different things. Yeah. So the 7 components. There you go. I think that is enough. Yeah. So these are the 7 components of an OET letter. The address, the date, the salutation, the reference line, the body of the letter, the signing off, the sender's particulars. The is used everywhere, it has relevance. The means the particular address. You cannot send the sender's particulars here. So the address will be only. Then the date means the particular date on which you are writing the letter. The salutation. So everything you can see there. They are specific. That means you cannot change, you cannot alter. They are perfected. Okay. Right. These are the 7 components. These are the 7 components of the OET letter. Now let us see. So we have come to know of the 7 components. Now part by part, let us see. Yeah. So we see this is 7.1 and 7.2. 7.1 and 7.2. So they will go here now. They will go here. 7.1, 7.2. So that is nurse and community health center. Nurse and community health center. So center may be C-E-N-T-R-E or C-E-N-T-E-R. Both spellings are accepted. Both the spellings are accepted. One is the British spelling and the other is the American spelling. Both are accepted. Nurse 7.1, community health center 7.2. These 2 things are going into that particular place. Sender's particulars, sender's address. So there you got it. Here it is. So that is not included. That's why I put like this. I don't want, yeah. So that's it. These are the important things. That is just the label. That means you won't see these things in the real picture. You won't see these things in the real picture. Only that one which is in white and black will be there in the original letter. Others, they are just labels for your understanding, for your knowledge I am using there. So here in the sender's particulars, you will have 5 things. Name, if there it is. Next, profession, that's nurse. Next one is name of the health center, community health center. Name of the street or town or city or country. So 5 things will be there maximum. Next. So having seen that one, now this is the name of the patient. And this is the date of birth of the patient. These 2 are important. So a patient, age is not given. You can count the age or leave it, no problem. Why to waste your time? Just write it as it is. So here, this is the patient's name. You are writing regarding this particular person. Mr. Peter Dunbar. And 18 March 1932. So these are the 2 things that you are going to write. Fine. How are you going to present this one here? Yeah. So this is the reference line. So we are going to write these 2 things in the reference line. Right. So the reference line, we are going to write these 2 things. Mr. Peter Dunbar. Mr. Peter Dunbar, comma, date of birth, DOB, space, 18 March 1932. Here MAR is written, but you have to write their full. 18 March 1932. 18 March 1932. See how I am checking even, okay, to be confident. So 18 March 1932. Okay, that is done. Next, body of the letter. So we'll keep it as A, B, C to X, Y, Z. A, B, C to X, Y, Z. Okay, that we'll see afterwards. Right, then signing off. Okay, signing off. Okay, so that you will not have any confusion, I am removing all these things. Salutation. The date. Only the white ones will remain for you to see. Then the address. Okay, so, right, there we are going to fill up all the things. From where to pick up and where to put. That is what I am going to show you. Right. Now let us see. Next. You have Mr. Peter Dunbar, 18 March 1932. So this is, okay, 4.1 and 4.2. Same line you can write, or you can write in the next line, 2 lines. Either write in 1 line or write in 2 lines. If you are writing in 1 line, put a comma after Dunbar. That's it. Okay. So here, this is 4.1A. 4.1.A. That means first part of the first line. Or you can write 4.1 and 4.2, or 4.1A and 4.1B. Side by side you can write. That is how I have presented for you. 4.1B. Okay. So this finished. This is how your mental mapping should be there. Okay. If age is given, write age. If date of birth is given, write date of birth. That's all. Whichever is given. Next. Medication, treatment record, all these things. Forget. This will go into the body of the letter. Now go to the writing task. Here. Go to the writing task here. Using the information given in the case notes. He is telling you using the information given in the case notes. That means you are only supposed to take the information from the case notes. Don't give your personal information here. Don't try to manipulate the case. What is given, that only must be reported. You cannot write whatever you want. Okay. I think, I believe, I hope. There's nothing. Practicality. Okay. Authentic information only you are supposed to give. Authentic information. That means which is right, that only you have to give. So using the information given in the case notes. So this is the most important point. So you can take it as red mark. So using the information given in the case notes. That means he is telling you use the information given in the case notes. Don't give your own information. There's a do and there's a don't. Then next one, he's telling, write a letter to the community health nurse. So you are going to write a letter to the community health nurse. So here is the address apart. Okay. So that information. Okay. Sorry. Okay, community health nurse. Then, and this community health nurse is in Centerville. Information will be in two places sometimes. So the same information will be also here. The community health nurse. Okay. Eastern Community Health Center. 456 East Street. Centerville. Now you see here, community health nurse, Centerville. So the community health nurse, Eastern Community Center, Health Center, 456 East Street, Centerville. So you can check like that. So now here, so we are going to use this one now. This is, okay, address 1.1. Address first line. Then this is 1.2. And this is 1.3. I'm teaching you as how I am studying. I'm a nurse. I'm preparing for the exam like that you are. I'm thinking then so that you can understand what I'm doing. 1.4. So I think you got a clear picture of why I'm putting these numbers. So community health nurse, address the letter to the community health nurse. And then Eastern Community Health Center. And then you have 456 East Street. And then there is Centerville. Okay. Then there is Centerville. Okay. Right. So now let us see here. 4 points you have got very clearly. These 4 points you're going to take the community health nurse. Okay, fine. So from here, all these 4 I am taking from here. And I am going to place here, this is the address. So here I am going to place. Fine. Now what I am doing, you got it all the 4, 1.1, 1.2, 1.3, and then we have 1.4. That's it. And then here, no need of the, because there will not be only one community health center nurse. There may be many community health nurses. Okay. You are writing to the community health nurse who is going to take care of the particular person. That's different. But here, she's not the only one. So no need of the here. Community health nurse. Eastern Community Health Center. 456 East Street, Centerville. That's very clear. I have given you the numbers also there. So I hope you understand what is happening here. They're not required anymore because this is just for your idea. No need of comma, also not compulsory. So no need to focus on that particular thing. No need full stop also. All right. So it's very clear. This is the address. So you are going to leave one line after that address. You have to leave one line after the address because you are going to write the date. That's it. So where will you get this address? You will get in the writing task. In this writing task, you will get the address. So here, you have to take the address from here. Fine. So now, why are you writing this letter? Because you have to provide the information about the patient's history. This is number one. Okay. This is important. Outlining the patient's history. We'll change the color because I don't want you to get confused here. Okay. You are going to outline the patient's history. That means you are going to provide the information regarding the patient's history because they need to know. Patient's history, they need to know because they are going to manage his problem, manage ongoing monitoring. They are going to provide ongoing monitoring. So therefore, you are required to outline the patient's outline. What do you mean by outline? Means give a brief information regarding the most important things. What do you mean by outline? Shape, 2 eyes, ears, 1 nose, 1 mouth. So this is called outline, no filling up everything. Outline means just outline of something, outline of a human being. That means only the important points to identify that he is a human being, that much only you have to give. No need of shading, no need of lining, no need of wrinkles, no need of everything. Just a shape, outline. That's what it is. So those important things which are required, they only should be provided, not everything. So this is for you. So you are required to outline the patient's history. That means you are providing the patient's history. This information is not the purpose. You are not writing the introduction. This is called the body of the paragraph. You are outlining everything in the body of the paragraph. Essays, body paragraphs. Next one. And you are going to ask him. So this is green color. This is the most important one. This will go into the letter. This will go into the letter as it is. Change the words. Requesting ongoing monitoring. That means he requires regular monitoring. He requires regular monitoring. Supervision, observation, ongoing, continuous, regular, unceasing. So whatever words you use. Okay, you can say requires, you can say for, or you can say needs. Okay, so these words will go. So this is one sentence. Where will it go? Because this is very, very important. This is called purpose. You have marks for this, especially. You have marks for this one, especially. So you are requesting ongoing monitoring. Okay. So you say requires ongoing monitoring. So where will this one go? Where will this one go? It goes into the body paragraph. It goes into the body paragraph, somewhere in between here. So body paragraphs, there will be 5. 1, okay, A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, and X, Y, Z. So 5 paragraphs. 5 paragraphs. Now, what is this ABC? And what is this DEF? So ABC is the first paragraph. Okay, 5.1. Okay, so this is called the introduction. And XYZ is definitely the conclusion. Introduction and the conclusion. So definitely that means the main body paragraphs. This is the body paragraph 1. Okay. Introduction, 3 body paragraphs. The body of the letter has, body of the letter has 5 paragraphs, but the main body paragraphs are 3. Always write like that only. Body paragraph 1. Body paragraph 2 and body paragraph 3. So 3 body paragraphs you are going to write. So now how many lines you have to write, that is more important. So in the introduction, maximum 2 sentences. 2 sentences or 3 lines. 1.5 sentence, 1.5 line for each sentence. So 3 lines, 2 sentences, 35 words maximum. 30 is okay. 35 maximum. Don't write more than that. So how many words? That we'll deal with later. So here it will go. In the introduction, this will come. This particular part will come here in the introduction here. So that's it. Let it be like that. Afterwards, we'll change. So because we have already understood this one. Okay. What will come here is this one. Right. And what else will come is this one also. This also will come here. Mr. Peter Dunbar. Okay, this also will come here. So Mr. Peter Dunbar requesting ongoing monitoring. All these things will be there. Okay, fine. Now, name of the patient and requesting ongoing monitoring. I am requesting ongoing monitoring, like that. Or ongoing monitoring is required. So you have to change the words. Don't use any word which is given in the case notes until and unless it is irreplaceable. Okay. It is mandatory. For example, augmentin duofort. You cannot change. So write the same thing. Diabetes. You don't change. Peter Dunbar. Don't change. So whichever is changeable, whichever has replacement, you use. If it cannot be changed, it is a must, then use as it is. Don't change. But if you're copying the words from the writing task, what is your specialty? What do you think OET is? Taking the letters from the case notes and putting here in the notes. Letter is already given. Already given, you're taking as it is and writing as it is, little changes. No. Change every word possible, every word. And those impossible, leave them like that. That's the point. Okay. Next. Okay. Hima Teresa. Yes, Hima. 1 second. Yeah. Hima Teresa.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Is the audio clear?
Yes.
Is the video clear?
Video also clear, sir.
Is the explanation clear?
Yes, of course.
Okay, fine. Okay, we are going in slow motion. We are going in slow motion. Okay, so learn everything. Okay, you can mute back. Yeah. So, that's it. Now, next. Next one is, 22 January 2019. 22 January 2019. So that is what is given here. Today's date, 22 January 2019. This is the date. Yeah, here it is there. Yes, this is the date. So you cannot change the address. That is why marks is not given for this one. Okay. Right, 22nd January 2019. No change. What is speciality in there? What is speciality? Nothing. Okay, so now you are leaving one line between everything here. Okay, right. Next, the salutation. Salutation, you're writing to the community health nurse. You're writing to the community health nurse. So what you will do is, salutation, you will salute the nurse only. Okay. Right. Fine. So salutation. So you are bringing community health nurse. So here what you will do is, you will add something. This is more important. Dear, okay. Eliminate. That's enough. Dear nurse, either you put a comma or you don't put a comma. That is not a problem at all. Many people say, put a comma. Don't worry, my dear. All these are small things. There are much more important things you have to worry about. Ordinary people tell ordinary things. Okay? So don't take it for granted. Go check the OET sample letters. Check the OET official sample letters and learn from there. I'm going to give you the sample letter here. Yeah, here it is. The letter, sample letter. See, where is the comma here? No problem. Okay. No problem at all. So then why, what is the necessity? Date, comma. Where is the comma? Where are the commas? So these are all internationally accepted, universally accepted. No problem. Okay. So if you don't put a comma for the address, no problem. Okay. Right. So we have got them. Fine. Yes. So we have got number one. We have got the date. We have got the address. Number one, we have got the date. We have got the salutation, dear nurse. That's enough. Next one you have seen. We have brought Mr. Peter Dunbar from the question paper. And we brought date of birth 18 March 1932 also from the case notes. Only you put a comma in between, that's all. Otherwise, everything is normal. There is nothing speciality in these things. Okay? Don't bother about those things much because you are just copy paste. They are not that much, okay, important. They are needed. Okay? If you don't write them, your marks will be cut. Some marks will be cut. But if you write them, you will not get any additional marks. You write everything fine, and here you do something mistakes, then definitely you lose your mark. But if you write everything is done, for example, you get 500 out of 500, and here in the address part, okay, you made some mistakes. That means you will lose the marks. Definitely, negative marking. But if you go to the letter, and if, for example, if you write the letter, that 200 words in between the body letter, you write 180 to 200 words. Those you write, and you get only 300 marks for that, 290 marks for that. And because you have written all this address, you will not get any mark. You will still get 290 only. That's the thing. Okay, because these are formalities. Formalities. They have to be there, that's all. If you don't write, you lose your mark. But if you use them, nothing special. Okay, for them, no marks. Okay, right. And then last, signing off. Here you are writing, dear nurse. When you are writing dear nurse, remember there are two options. Are we addressing, are we saluting, or is the salutation based on the personal name or professional name? Are you taking the person or are you taking the profession? Remember that. Make notes. Make notes. Make notes. So, when you are talking, when you are using the salutation with the name of the person, for example, here in the address, there is one more line, supposing. There is one more line. Mr. Simon Peter Simon. So this is a different question. This is the point here. Whether the name of the person is there in the address or not. If the name of the person is there, then automatically this will be dear Mr. Dear Mr. Second name will come, Simon. Peter will not come, Simon will come. Dear Mr. Simon. You will not use the second option then. So this is the first option. This is the first option. And this is the second option. This is the first option. And this is the second option. Now, what do you mean by first option and second option? If this is given, then Peter Simon is given, then you use Dear Mr. Simon, number 1. So this is not given. Peter Simon is not given. So that's why I did not write this one. Okay. I did not write that one. Fine. Not given. So I did not write like that. So only this is given. Community health nurse is given. So therefore I wrote Dear Nurse. So if the name is given, Mr. Simon Peter, in the first line, then you have to write Dear Mr. and Peter. Sorry, Simon. Second name, Dear Mr. Simon. So that is what will come here, Dear Mr. Simon. Now here, the name is not given. The name is not given. So this is not there. This is not there. And this is there. Okay, this is, okay. Yeah, so this is given. This is not given, so you should not write this. This is given, so you should write this. That's it. Now I think you understand what I write. So there are two possibilities of address and there are two possibilities of salutation. Therefore, there are two possibilities of signing off here also. Here, the first option again. These two options I am taking. So they are related. The address at the top, number 1, is related to the salutation, number 3, which is related to the signing off, number. Yes. So here also two possibilities. Therefore, here, if the name is given, you will say, yours sincerely. Yours sincerely. But name is not given. Mr. Simon, Peter Simon is not given. So you cannot write yours sincerely. No, it's not possible. But what you are supposed to write then? You have to write yours faithfully. This is right. This is right. So I'm teaching you many different things. So this is right, this is wrong, and this is right. Why this is right? Why this is wrong? I told you. It depends on the address. First line. If first line is this one, Mr. Peter Simon, then you have to use Dear Mr. Simon, and then you have to use yours sincerely. So one combination is 1. Then if the name is not given, as in this letter, directly the profession is given, community health nurse is given, and Mr. Peter Simon is not given. So therefore you have to take only the second line, which has become the first line, into consideration. Only the first line is important. So first line, name is not given, profession is given. So you are going to write community health nurse, and then you will write here dear nurse, and here you are going to write yours faithfully. That's it. I hope it is clear for you. And there is nothing, because I will never leave anything, any doubts to anybody. So there is no question of asking you, is it clear also? There are only 2 possibilities. You don't understand. One is, you either came late or you are half-hearted. That's it. So in my lecture, don't ask any doubts. So that's very clear, because I will clear everything. Okay? Everything will be clear, because I have been teaching for 33 years. So I know what sort of doubts students will have. So I'll clear everything, even before the students ask. Right. So this is the point. So now this nurse, we know we got it from where we got, you know. And we know this community health nurse also, where we got, we know. So there is nothing importance in what we write here. Okay. Now see, everything, every bit of information is borrowed information. You cannot change, you cannot alter. So address is completely taken from the case notes. Date is just imitation. Dear nurse is from the salutation, address here. Then next one, okay, body forget. Reference, okay, here you will write in the beginning, regarding, colon, Mr. Peter Dunbar, date of birth, 18 months. So only one thing what you are using is, you are writing the word regarding here. And you are putting a comma here. Other than that, everything is the same. Everything is the same. Everything is the same. So now what you are going to do is, the 7 components of an OET letter. The OET letter. The 7 components. So the first one is here. Yes, 1 line you have to leave in between. And the date, another line you have to leave. The salutation, either that or this you can use. First one or second one you can use. Then the reference line, that's it. Body of the letter we did not touch now. Then signing off, either 1 to 1 to 1, all 3 areas, 1 to 1 to 1. And then 2 to 2, that's all. 1.1, 3.1 and 6.1 will go together. 1.2, 3.2, 6.2 will go together. That's it. Keep in mind. Next one, the sender's particulars. So the first round of the session is done. The first round of the session is done. And the second round of the session will be only for the regular students. Okay? Only for the regular students. The link will not be given anywhere. Only the regular students will come and attend. Okay? The main part of the letter, the main part of the essay. Okay? So I'll give you others who are non-regular students, because I have to clear many things, so I cannot focus. So I have to make it sometimes I have to open the mic and I have to discuss with the students. So I will not involve too many students. So only the regular 7 students or 14 students who are there, different batches, they will be attending. And the others, please forgive me. You can watch it on the YouTube. Right. And then, because these students, they may have some clarifications and I have to focus on that. So, fine. Yes. Now coming to the point, the last part of this one is, everyone in the meeting. Now, you had some pain earlier, vocabulary pain, grammar pain, presentation pain or problem or disease or sickness or ailment, language problems you have, some trouble, some worry, some tension, some confusion, all different diseases. I'm giving the names you might have had earlier. Okay, the pain, intensity of that pain. Okay, I'm giving you the pain scale intensity. Earlier, what is the pain scale? Pain scale for writing a letter. You had some pain earlier. You had some pain. Okay, on the pain scale regarding writing a letter. Earlier, your measurement. Okay, so 0 to 10. What was your pain? Tell in your own words. Just write there. If you are genuine and if you are true to heart and if you are going to present, okay, I'm going to give you some secrets now. Yes, write down what was your pain or difficulty or confusion regarding writing a letter earlier regarding this part. So you can write 1 or 2 or 3 what you felt on the pain scale, on the difficulty scale. You are suffering from pain, chest pain or shoulder pain. So you say on the pain scale 0 to 10, what is your score? Yeah. So submit your value. If it is 0, it is 0. I know everything, sir. Nothing new I learned. So it is 0 means you can write 0. You did not have any pain earlier. Everything is clear. Regarding the other than body parts, yes. Submit your value, please. I'm waiting. Where to find the information? Many people just write simple information. They don't give too much. So what you had, problem regarding, completely cleared. So earlier, what problem you are facing? Now, okay. Yeah, I'm giving 1 more minute immediately because I'll be observing. Afterwards, I'll take these things. If there are any serious, for example, newcomers, I don't want to write. Maybe you need my sessions. So maybe I'll make a list of your name. Maybe afterwards, whenever I'm giving some sessions, maybe I'll call you. So you are only not giving a chance for yourself if you're hiding. Okay. If you tell me only, no, I'll know what was your problem, whether it is solved or not. Otherwise, I cannot know. So you have to be open. Okay. You have to be clear. Somebody is explaining for the last 1 hour with great interest and dedication and passion, and we don't want to answer him. That shows, okay, that you are very special. Okay. You're extraordinary. So you can share your feelings, no problem. Then next, coming to the point. Now, second point. Now, clarity clarifications or clarity. Clarity from this presentation, this lecture, till what all I taught other than the body parts. So clarity from this particular lecture. So finished. That earlier point is gone. Don't write anything now. Yes, clarity from this lecture. So 0 to 10. I don't mind. Even if you write 0, I don't mind. No problem. If you got 0% clarity, write 0. If you got 50% clarity, then write 5. If you get 100% clarity, write 10. Your wish. Nobody is going to pinpoint you. Nobody is going to ask you again. Okay. If you write, I got 8% clarity, then maybe I'll come and explain. Maybe you can ask me afterwards. I can give you a detailed explanation. So you can just present your points there. Okay. So I'm going to check now. Right. I'm going to count till 7. In the time you have to submit. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, last chance, 1. Yes, closed. So fine. Right. Now, I want to ask you the feedback for this session, which I gave you now. The feedback for this session, which I want to write in 2 or 3 sentences, not more than that. What you learned, what you gained, earlier what confusion you had, and how that confusion is cleared, or what new things you have learned, what old problems you have solved, okay? What type of system you have learned. Is that anything new, or is it everything the same what you have already known? And I learned nothing new. So whatever it is, you are supposed to give. This is called constructive criticism. That means if I am doing something wrong, you can pinpoint me. Sir, for example, there are some students, they say, sir, you are taking too much time, sir, we don't have time. So that is time your problem, not my problem. Time is your problem. Because I take only full course students. I don't take employed candidates, first of all. Only when they request me, I'll give, otherwise I'll not give. So full-time students only I'll give. So that, except that one, you can write anything else. Your teaching is utter nonsense, sir. What all wrong things you are teaching, sir. Anything is okay for me. Okay. But give the reason why you are telling, so that I can improve. I can improve. Okay. Because I learn many things from many students. One student told me, the word used, oodles. What is this oodles? Is it something called noodles? I thought. One student in Amritsar, Punjab, when I was teaching IELTS there one day. Yeah. So he told me, sir, oodles. Oodles means what? Oodles means what? If you see, I was shocked. What is this fellow talking? By mistake, he told oodles, or is it noodles or something? Is it something for eating purpose? I thought. Oodles means a number of. Okay. A number of. Too many. Uncountable, like that. So that is the meaning of it. I learned that word from a student. I'm proud to say that one student taught me this word. I was really proud of having a student who could teach me one word. Yes, we learn. Teacher is an evergreen learner. I learn every day at least 1 point from one student. Sometimes there are some students who go on talking. I learn how to be patient with them, how not to be angry with them, how to assess their mental status, how to understand the conflict which is going on in his mind. So he is giving him a chance to learn how to deal with that particular person in the future if anybody I face. He is teaching me patience. He is teaching me how to control my anger. There are many people. Yes. They say, sir, I don't want to type, sir. What is the promise you gave me in the beginning when you took my admission? Whatever you do, I will do, sir. Now, where is that promise gone? I feel really very sad. Sir, no, sir, we will not type. Okay, fine. That's it. I'm relaxed. I'm cool. I say, okay, I'm sorry I asked you to type. I'm sorry, I should not have asked you to type because you're a special person. You're not an ordinary student. All the ordinary students are obedient to me. You say, I don't want to type. Okay, don't type. Yes. When you are, do you know the reason why behind that I'm asking you to type? Do you know the reason behind that? Do you know the purpose why I'm asking you to type? When you are typing, you see that you have written a spelling mistake. You see that you have written some grammar mistakes. You see that you have written some vocabulary mistakes. And you realize that you have done something wrong. You learn from your own mistakes. So that is why I tell you to type. And when you are typing, the computer or the mobile phone, it shows the right spelling. It highlights, it underlines. Okay, you learn the spellings at least you learn the spellings. So there are many things. When you are typing, that means you are revisiting your writing. Writing revisited. That means otherwise you will write the letter and leave it to me, finished. But now what you are doing when I am asking you to type, you are revisiting your writing. When you are revisiting your writing, you will know what mistakes you are doing. Self-correction is the best possible method. Best possible. Only go to the teacher which you cannot correct yourself. And when you have a doubt, you will go to the dictionary and correct your spelling, no problem. Your learning is important. Correction is not important. Even I correct or you correct. If you correct, it is 10 times better than I correct. Okay. So I correct your spelling or you correct your spelling. It's not one and the same. If you correct, that means it is perfection accomplished. But if I correct, maybe you will forget and you will do the same mistake again. There's a lot of difference. That is called psychological reactions. Okay. When I tell you this is wrong, it goes into your ear, but it will not settle in your brain. Then again, you will do the same mistake because it is a habitual mistake. Because you are writing every time at the same match. But when you are typing, what happens? The computer shows you or the mobile shows you. If you don't know, oh, this is right or not, let me check. You'll check and you'll learn. You'll type there. Correct spelling. Okay, good. So when I see that here this spelling, I'll see both of them together. You don't know. I'll keep the handwriting here and I keep the typewriting here. Both I'll keep side by side. And improvement is there. I feel very happy. And many places, I don't see the improvement. Okay. That's the problem. That means the people are not ready to learn. Right. Next one. So that is why. So these people, they sometimes even literally say, sir, I'm a doctor, sir. You're treating like a child. One word. I am not your patient. Remember, you may be a great doctor, but I am not your patient. You have sickness, you have disease, you have ailment, and you are coming to me because I'm a language doctor. And you are my patient. I am treating you. And you say, how dare you say, let me suffer, no problem. Let me help you. If necessary, I'll make open heart surgery. or open brain surgery, or I'll give you dialysis or blood transfusion, anything. That is what I am doing. That's what I am doing. Because you are the patient here. I am your doctor now, or I am your nurse. You are my patient. I am treating you. I am managing you. I am solving your problems. Don't say that I am a doctor or a nurse or something great. Because here you are a baby. Here you are learning something new. Be obedient, not to me, for yourself. It will not add any glory for me. It will add only for you. Obedience is the great paymaster. When you're obedient, everybody, for example, sometimes my son comes and tells me, Daddy, you are not listening to me. Beta, tell me, I will listen. I'm obedient to my son. Why? Because, yes, he needs my love. Then he will be, no, Daddy, I'm not angry. I'm very sad because you are not listening to me. You are doing always your lectures. You're not spending time with me. Yeah. Yes, that is it. It's okay. It's okay. Be obedient. Somebody is telling, hey, stop. Be obedient. Somebody is telling you to stop. Stop now. Useless fellow, there is a snake in front of you. There's a ditch. There's a pit in front of you. Mad fellow. You say, how dare you shout at me? Somebody is telling you because he loves you. He doesn't want you to fall in danger. He doesn't want you to face problem. He's telling you, he's guiding you, he's commanding you. He's shouting, come on, stop. Hey, stop. No, I will go. Go and die. Somebody is telling you, be obedient. The person who is telling you loves you. Otherwise, it's I have what for me? Get lost. I cannot say like that. I love my students. I'll give the best for them. So just listen whenever I tell. Yes, time finished. I wantedly gave you time, and there goes your chance. For many students, closed. Those who have not responded, they will not be permitted for the next session. So those who have responded only will be permitted for the next session. Yes, because I will take that one. Here it is. Yeah. So I'm asking for your problems, whether you are solved or not, so that I can teach you better, so that I can improve the quality to give you. Okay. Here it is. Yes. So all the students who have written anything are mentioned here in the Telegram channel. If your name is there, you will be inside. Okay, fine. Right. So now coming to the point. Right. Now the next lecture is here. Next lecture is here. And this next lecture is, now it is 22:56. We are going to join for the body of the letter. So those who have commented in these 3 points, okay. So pain scale, clarity scale, and comment scale. What you gain. I am not going to get anything there. Not even 1 penny there. I'm not going to get anything. I'm not going to be benefited. Okay. If you are writing, I am going to think about those points and I'm going to discuss with you people. Right. So now the question, last point is, now the second part. Today, so second part, I'm there, I'm fit as a fiddle. Okay. Morning I was little, because yesterday I had 2 sessions, one listening session and one reading session. I was a bit tired, so I thought I could not, but now I'm fine. I can go for a second lecture, no problem. So second half. The second half. Out of those people who are regular students, okay, or those who attended the full session, okay. So you can just, so here the question is this, and the options are for you only one thing, yes or a no. Because based on your interest, then I'll schedule the second session. So you have just 30 seconds to type your answer. If it is a yes, a yes. If it is a no, it's a no. Yeah. Then the second question is the timing. Okay, the day. Next one is the day. The day is today or tomorrow. Today or tomorrow. Any one option you have to write. Today or tomorrow. Yeah. Today or tomorrow, fine. So most of them today, good. So now the next question is the break. We have three options. The break for A is 15 minutes. B is 20 minutes. C is 30 minutes. A, B, or C, right? I did not give you command, Sony, Anil. So your answer is wrong. You can write only one option, A, B, or C, that's all. A, B, or C. A, B, or C. Manpreet Kaur will count all A's and type there 5 A's or 6 A's. Then next one, Anila Sharath will count all B's. And Janita Stephen will count all C's and write how many A's, how many B's, how many C's. So Manpreet Kaur will count the A's, and Anila Sharath will count the B's, and Janita Stephen will count the C's. Yes. No B. Very good. Now tie between A and C. 5 A's. Okay, that means there are more C's. Waiting for Janita. Okay, if not Janita, somebody else. Hima. Okay, 5C. Okay, 5A, 5C. Okay, now the next tie. 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 No B. So tie again. So there is no option. Even if I give again, I will return, will say 5A and 5C. No. I will take the decision. When there is tie, then the umpire will take the decision. And I am taking the decision. Okay. 15, then 25. So I'm going for center. That is 20 minutes. Neither A nor C. So I'm going in between, neutral. I'm pulling A here and I'm pulling C here. So I'm giving my vote. So B is the choice of the Grandmaster. So I have given you my choice. So that's it. So it is going to be in between everyone. I'm not favoring A, I'm not favoring B. So I'm favoring in between, favoring both. So pull it together. So we'll meet exactly after 20 minutes. Exactly after 20 minutes, because I'll also have something. Okay. So just relax. Remember, if you have dinner, you can have dinner. That's fine. Right. You will have a new link. Okay. You'll have a new link. So all the regular students, okay. And yeah, you can message me for the link.